Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the Bush Block Homestead this week. Continuing on with our framing. We completed one frame last week, well, two frames actually. This window won't slightly fit, so I'm just going to trim this lower edge of this aluminium. It's just a couple millimeters out, so I'll trim that and it'll fit into place, no problems. So obviously it moved a bit during welding. Once I've got that window done, I'll start working on the frame for the third window, and then I'll start doing the framework for the doors. And the doors I don't have to do full box section, it's just be the sides and the top, as the bottom of the door will bolt directly to the framework of the container. So once I cut this wall out, the actual door will bolt to this 2-inch beam that's already part of the container, and then I'll box around the sides and top. Just letting the generator warm up a bit and we'll get started. So I've just cut this lower lip down on the window just so it'll fit into that frame. It's only out by probably a millimetre if that, so it should fit now that I've cut that bit of a lip. Cutting that won't affect the window at all. Well, there we go, after a bit of mucking around, got it to fit, nice and tight. So now we'll start on the framework for that one. And this one actually only needs 3 sides as well. The right side there and the top and bottom, because this left side will actually be butting up to the side framework of the door. So the door goes in this side here in the middle, and the window will go up the top on this right side of the door, and the right side of the door frame will also be the left side of the window. So I've got that framework done now for the third window, and I just had to square these ends off. I had them cut on a 45, forgot that was butting up to the framework of the door, but easily fixed, just squared it off. So that's another frame done. So we'll start on the door frames next. So I've just laid out this steel frame around this door. I managed to manoeuvre this door over into the centre by myself. Problem I've got is I've got a screw sticking out here that I'll have to cut off. Though I might attempt to try and get this door open. See, the problem we've got, the sliding door's locked, and I need to get it unlocked to pull it out of the frame, and also to open the slider. As far as I know, the slider's not locked. Let's hope not anyway. So I'm going to attempt to drill this lock out, and hopefully can open this door. We want to get them all replaced anyway and keyed the same. There we go, we got that open. So So I'll be able to take all those doors out, which will make things a lot easier. Well, that drilled out alright. I'll be able to pull that lock mechanism out and we'll be able to get some locks all keyed the same for our doors. That door frame's all welded and ground now. It's upside down obviously. So that's all done. 2 more door frames to go. That'll be all the framework done. Oh, and I've got another lock to drill out yet too, same as that one. I'll try pulling those doors apart then. So I've just spun that door around so I can get access to this pane of glass this side, which I've been very careful doing, because if I break a sheet of glass I'll be in big trouble. And the cost of a sheet of glass will be more than we paid for the actual door. So to get this pane of glass out, I've got to drill out top and bottom rivets in the centre there, and then it should just lift out, and then I can just rivet that back together once it's all installed, and then I'll be able to pull out that door. I've got all the glass out of the door frame. It's a bit easier to move around now. So I'll be able to bolt that into the wall once I cut the wall out. And let's put all the glass back in. So I'll be able to manage it myself now. That glass is very heavy, so it'll be good. Now I've just got to do the same to the other doors. I just got some screwdrivers. Let's see if we can turn this. Should be able to do now that it's all drilled out. Oh, there we go. Unlocked. There's the centre of the key there, just fell out the lock. The tumblers. That's good. I've just stood this door up. Just going to pull it apart like the other. I'll do that and then we'll come back. Well, I've got all this frame set up now. I'm just about to weld it. It's a quick tip. If you haven't got a position to clamp your earth clamp onto your steel, just use one of those welding magnets. Push your clamp firmly onto the steel and hold it there. I've got it clipped to the magnet. And that'll give you a good earth to the steel while you're welding, if you haven't got a point where you can clip to. So I got that framework done now for this other door. I've also got that all pulled apart. So that's the frame, aluminium frame for the door. It's the door, the slider and the other glass section I've got pulled out. Okay, I'm up to the final door for the day. All I've got to do on this one is a steel beam on this side and one on the top, so just an L section, because this door is getting mounted in the end of the container. So the other side of the door will be bolted directly to the container here, and obviously the bottom will be bolted directly to the container. So the framework will just come up this side, and across the top of the door. And these container doors will be coming off. And the gap on this side of the door I'll just have to fill in. Well, I've got all the frames pulled apart now. Doors. And there's that L frame I made. It's all finished. So yeah, we're about done for the day. Got all the frames welded up and the doors pulled apart, locks drilled out, which is good. Thanks again for joining us on the Bush Block Homestead. We'll catch you again next time. See ya.